We are live. What is going on the podcast world? Ooh, I still see something. This doesn't look right. My setup. I'm battling my setup and it's looking mentally incapable at the moment. So I'm trying to
So
find.
what kind of honking music do you have for us tonight?
Actually, that song comes tomorrow night. I realized trying to drop a new song every day, not even Slim Shady can do. So tomorrow night and Friday night, I will drop two new songs. But in between, we just drop like a rerun episode of everything. But I am seeing if my camera's going to work for me now. Oh my god, does my leg fucking hurt? Alright, G mommy. Did you let Puffin know?
Yeah, I let him know, but he hasn't answered my texts. I voice texted him and then I emailed him the showtime, and I even voice texted him. He's still no answer yet.
Alright. Oh man, my fucking leg. Does it hurt tonight? Alright, relieve that fucking bar.
Hey, that'll be the first. Do you realize that today is Tuesday, right?
Yes, sir. We did a gaming at the table last night. Puffin is in the house. Hold on, I just gotta hit the button. I can see you, but nobody else can. All right, let's get Puffin up in here while I'm just trying to break my knee free.
You're gonna see a little bit.
Funny.
There. Oh
Yeah,
man,
what your mom was saying last night, though.
Fuck you, Jesse.
You was calling me Poppy, as you're calling me Daddy.
the youngest member in the podcast is Eddie's daddy.
Fuck you.
Oh, all right.
Really? Every damn time we talk on video, Chad, you gotta bring that in there in the call.
Because Eddie's mom has got it going.
She says starting next week, I got full on permission to ground you and take the PlayStation away.
Shit.
Don't make me laugh.
Why, you don't want the hyena coming out?
I have something that I can cut the grass outside with.
Giggity
If I can use it, I have no gas. And don't even fucking think. I know. What I'm doing is trying to change the subject.
You like the battery-ized things, I know.
And now I gotta try to figure out my smokes here.
I prefer the gas. They're much stronger.
So, did you manage to save any of those pre-rolls for tonight, Eddie?
No, they're all gone.
Excuse me? Really? I got two of them, and you know what I do when I fucking get those pre-rolls?
What's going on, Joe? We're gonna do the intro, and we're gonna try something out of the a little bit new, and I want you to tell me what you think about this. So I'm gonna rerun our intro because I won't have a new song till tomorrow because 5 songs is a lot to hit. So, yeah, Eddie abandoned us yesterday. Not cool.
Ha ha ha! Funny.
All right, we're gonna hit the intro quick, and then I'm gonna do the first clip. We're not gonna do the clip at once, so we're gonna hit it.
Where the cold winds scream, where legends are carved into stone. A table stands, not built from gold, not built from kings. Built from
Your
laughter,
finger is brown.
built from struggle, built from friendship. Where the smoke rises,
So while we rerun the intro
the stories
that
never
we've done
end.
before, how was your day today, Joe?
Welcome to the table of conversation. Skull.
I was playing this earlier, and Abby was doing a Uso Week to this.
Clouds rise, warriors of the table table under midnight skies. Through every battle, through every storm, we came from the ashes, we were reborn. No perfect kings, no flawless men, just crazy stories again and again. From the jokes to the flames, from the laugh to the pain, we ride together through thunder and rain. Light that fire, let the legends begin. The warriors arrive, let the chaos win. From the first spark until the final glow, the table of conversation is ready to go. I was forged in the fire, shaped by the scars, fighting my battles while reaching for stars. Life threw punches, tried breaking my name, so I turned every wound into fuel for the flame. I didn't build this table looking for a throne, I built it so nobody fights alone. Every voice has a story, every person a fight. Every shadow gets weaker when we bring in the light. The microphone is my sword, the camera my shield, a battlefield of opinions where stories get revealed. We laugh, we debate, we speak what we know, building a legacy wherever we go. Raise your horns, let the smoke clouds rise. Stories of the table under midnight skies. Through every battle, through every storm, we came from the ashes, we were reborn. Enter the jester, the king of the strange, a mind that runs on a different exchange. Nobody knows what he's about to say, but somehow he makes everybody's day. The village went quiet when Puffin arrived. They said he's crazy, but he somehow survived. The clown with a sword and a laugh like thunder, leaving everybody asking, what just happened under? But every kingdom needs a little chaos, every story needs a little madness, because without the crazy moments, you never find the magic. Then comes Eddie, the legend appears, walking through Valhalla with absolutely no gear. Warriors wear armor, Vikings wear steel. Eddie walks in shirtless because that's the deal. The gods look down and start laughing loud. Where is your armor? Eddie says, I'm proud. No shirt, no fear, no worries at all. The only Viking who could confuse the hall. But behind every joke in every scene, there's a heart underneath that everyone sees. Every great kingdom needs that guy, the one who makes the whole crew cry. The drums are beating, the smoke is rising. Someone check on Eddie, because apparently shirts are now considered optional armor. And Puffin probably just said something that nobody can repeat. Straight from the fields comes another warrior, a different breed, a little bit tougher.
Eddie was waiting for another roast on that. He got scared.
Hands got dirty, boots got worn, built from the earth where the strong are born. Different roads,
Open wide already.
What's going on, everybody? Joining? No, we're good.
Stretch those throat muscles for you.
So wild they shake the moon. Vikings laughing while the cameras roll. Real conversation straight.
Why is one finger darker than the other?
No mask, no pretending tonight. Just warriors standing under northern lights. One mic, one table, one family.
You should sniff your finger, make sure that ain't poo.
YouTube viewership tonight so far. There's 2 on YouTube, we didn't YouTube. And one Rumble severe that's taken in the
The journey continues, the story remains. The table of conversation will forever reign. Skull for the warriors, skull for the laughter, skull for the stories.
Awesome. I want to jump to now it's all pretty much just music outro. So I'm going to do the first one. I really want you guys to watch this one because this is some funny shit. It's a 21-second clip, so it's
my birthday today, and my son got me 2 presents. He drew me this, in it, and he got me a stick he found on the park he thought I'd like. Now, before you go thinking ill of me, he's a 23-year-old bank manager.
Imagine having a 23-year-old son do a stick figure drawing and then go to the park and get you a stick.
That's funny. Fuck.
We'll do a couple at a shot. The other one, how do I get it out of here? I don't know how to get it back. I guess is a part of the learning part. No, I can't do that. see. I want you guys.
And then I'm really
person
willing to share what my experience was. I'm just gonna lay it out like this. When you use Apple Pay, that's real money. That's true American dollars from your credit card. If you have your credit card connected, that's where the money is being sourced from. It's not like a special form of Apple Pay, Apple dollars. Why they don't just say this is real money while you're paying, I don't know. Because I thought that I had accumulated a bunch of Apple dollars to use for Apple Pay by, spending so much time on my phone, giving my data very freely and willingly to any place that asks, like whatever they say, are cookies okay? I say yes, 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 because I thought that's how I was getting prizes, getting rewards, getting Apple dollars. So I didn't think that was real money till I checked my credit card bill. I've been spending money like I'm a friggin' millionaire. I got hair mousse. I have straight hair. My hair doesn't even hold mousse. I call Apple.
Alright, so that's the end of that. All right. So what do you guys think about that? Somebody that belligerent to up and think that Apple Pay was earned from using an iPhone.
Something Eddie would think.
And the fact that this chick who went buying her parents trips and all this fancy shit for her hair and this and that, and then all of a sudden boom, you're broke. It just shows why Android users are better than iPhone users.
Eddie, why are you trying to draw me?
I'm not trying to draw you. I'm painting.
Why are you trying to paint me?
I'm not painting it for you. Please.
So, do anything fun today, Joe? I'm really pissed that video I recorded. I was originally. I'm not gonna lie. There was this couple. They were walking their dog. These two guys. And they had the weirdest looking miniature version of a greyhound, and it looked mentally challenged. And all of a sudden, I decided the camera changed direction because here come these bikes down the street. And I'm like, well, I'll be damned. Eddie needs to smoke, not draw. What you working on?
I'm painting a dragon picture.
He's thinking of me. He's trying to paint it.
All right. This goes for anybody who wants to comment to this and everybody in the live. Eddie drawing the dragon just made me remember this. Have you ever seen a guy that always, like Eddie here, we're going to rock with us. That's the exact face that he uses in the dragon videos. The guy that's always in his bathroom. He's like, he always does that role play shit. He's like, you don't want to make me angry. He's like, if you do, the beast will be released. And he's like, oh, you've made me mad. And then the dragon face, same exact fucking dragon face that he's working on. That is fucking epic. I'll have to find the video tomorrow. Up some of this shit. I know he's heavy on TikTok. The fun day of work. Me, I put my body through some hell today, and now it hurts. I'm trying a knee brace, and I think the knee brace is fucking my leg. But I need it for the long distance walking. Time was on my side because I ain't gonna say it during the live, but in the reality, a P3 we ended up at where we were hanging out, and I was like, "Yep, nope, I'm out." I was like, "I'm not gonna cross that line today." I was like, "I'm not down to cross the lines with a P3." And that's the one. I don't know how to put it into terms. Mickey Mouse was talking about the person that tried to do something while drunk to another person in a car. He got thrown out of the car and smashed the window out of it. That's the person. No, I gotta come down here. Like, is this how you do your setup outside for your show? Oh man, there's one hell of a day. It's fucking hot as shit here. I want to hear from you, Eddie. It's always hot there. So that's for anyway. It was hot here too. It was more like 130 degrees hot.
At least it was a nice day with no rain, no thunderstorms.
Ivan, Joe is my witness. As my Eddie finally had. It took him a month to do it, but he slipped.
Okay, but I was curled up in a knee for you.
This is my location.
Both my entire body.
It really did.
I hit a huge slipperoo because I took it down immediately. Eddie made it a month. I made it. I think I was throwing out the town name on mine, and
Hey, I named out the dog as she lived.
I know there's been some controversial.
You were done, and I was like, I got you.
Yeah, so I got it all.
I was talking about it last. I think you dipped out on a certain before after. It's one of the two. But I'm sitting there. It's like I've had people bring up about our shows, and that I'm an active pot smoker, and how that's going to affect me running for mayor. And I was like, I'll smoke a goddamn one on the podium. I don't care. I was like, yeah, I'm a pro marijuana person. I'll show it right there while I run. Now, I will keep enforcing some New York State laws, but there will be an extent where some of them will be abolished within our village. Like, I agree 100% about smoking cigarettes in public parks. That is, I hate the smell of cigarettes, so it's disgusting. But marijuana should be allowed, like on the edges. Like if you're not directly in the park, have at it. Same with cigarettes, like smoke on the edge of the property, not on it. Holy shit, it's been a fucking long ass day, I tell you. And then he's like, I slept nice like a baby all afternoon. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I was actually awake at 11 o'clock for the first time.
3 o'clock in the afternoon, you mean?
No, 11 o'clock.
He's like 11 o'clock. He's like, let's do a lunch show, and here I am. I don't even know what the hell I was doing. What was I?
The one time that I was up at 11 o'clock, there was no show. Okay.
If you're up early, you got to write me, and like you want to do a show, and then I'll let you know. Like I can do a show, and I'm sure Joe would be like, "Fuck yeah, Eddie, let him know so I can have something to do during lunch break." But for the test drive, do you guys want to stay on Rumble and YouTube, or tinker around between Rumble, YouTube, and TikTok?
Stay with YouTube and Rumble.
I was just saying, because I know the days where it's probably just me, I'll take it to TikTok. I'm not expecting anybody to always be there. So like when I start running, if everybody's busy or something, I'll do the TikTok show. Joe actually threw out a really good idea that I'm going to work on for the prompt. So we'll see how it works to avoid their bullshit that they throw out at me, and do the lunch show on TikTok as well. And it's going to be interesting because it's going to be like kind of create a prompt through a TV screen. So they're like, oh, you're looking at it directly at a TV. And you'd think Joe was the one that smokes the weed with the good ideas.
Joe smokes?
No, well, cigarettes, but weed is more like like for alcohol to me, it's a rare thing. So like Joe drinks for me, I smoke for him. Because look, I think this year I had July 4th and then 2 days after. All right, 3 days because I had 3 drinks I had 4 days. God damn, I drank 5 days in the month of July. That's like that's like me being out of control. We, I'm gonna go back to flashback for the show. July 4th, first drink in a while. We have some drinks, light off a little New York style fireworks. Then, when it gets close to dark, we walk down by the fairgrounds, get a grand old view of where the best show spots to see the fireworks. And it's on like a pull off on the side of the road by the fairgrounds. And cars are coming by. Puffin walks out, blunt in his left hand, twisted tea can in his right hand. He's turning the twisted tea can as a reflector. And what is it out of all things? The town cops. But it just proves one thing: you defund the police, and you don't piss them off. They just keep right on going. They just waved at us and kept driving. And I'll tell you what, that blunt. Well, obviously, joint. It's legal. But twisted tea, alcohol, public intoxication, like we're good with them all, so they're good with us, and they're like, all right, y'all have a great night. We're not gonna say shit. Enjoy the fireworks.
Yeah. I was like, I was sure the fuck wasn't expecting it to be no car.
I know. Out of all things that you use over the time that you use a twisted tea can as a reflector, it's a fucking cop. And then there was the one show we did where I tried the buzz ball without reading anything on it. I was like, oh, it's going to give me no buzz. I was like, this is some pussy shit. No, it sure as hell was not no pussy shit.
I'll tell you one thing, that Jimmy, when I do come back to New York, when?
You know, that was a quick from if to when. It's like, it's not if, it's when I come the fuck back. Fuck Florida. I'm a fucking Republican and I hate Floridians.
I was trying to say is there's gonna be a day that I'm gonna maybe at the fairgrounds or when the fair time is up or something like that. I'm gonna walk.
And then I'm really willing to share what my experience was.
Oh, really?
Hold on, I was getting the next one ready, and it just started playing over again. My bad.
Uh-huh.
All right, continue, then I'll play
it.
I'm just gonna go back to the regular screen for a minute, and then we'll go back.
What I was trying to say was if I'm up there and I'm near close to where you're at, or the apartment is, or you have that other place ball by that time, if it's walking distance to the fairgrounds, you and me are gonna walk to the fairgrounds smoking a fucking a joint together or a bowl together.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, if everything goes as planned, and if I can get my property, you ain't walking that shit. Because the table of conversation compound will be about 2 miles out.
Oh shit!
Which the compound is that's still like I still want to make that compound a thing. Like have all 5 members of the table have their own little chunk of the property, and then the driveway that goes to the warehouse where all the studios are set up. So we have the table of conversation studio, table of conversation or gaming at the table of conversation podcast. And then we'll have the Puff and Clown Studio, Eddie's Shirtless Eddie Studio, CLE Gamer Studio, even though we'll have to change them to NY Gamers. And then we'll have my setups, whichever like if I could
tell you one thing, when I do, if that happens and I get a place up there, get up and come back. There is one thing that I'm gonna need you need help learning. And if you could teach me hands-on, Jimmy, you know what I'm talking about with Rust, with the portal and all that, so I can really learn a lot more shit on my own, get my own server down the line.
My personal idea, like if it comes to getting the property, building a compound and all the properties, or all the houses and the warehouse, almost everybody's honestly going to be PC gaming at that point.
Yeah,
because table as the warehouse would be a company building, it would all be paid by table conversation.
Yeah.
So that's going to cover all the studios, and then everything you want, green screens, your gaming PCs, and all, they're all going to be top of the line. So when you're streaming, and like, then when we go do the podcasts, like the one that Farm Boy Joe and I do, that would be like a gaming style studio. And then let's say then we get to the podcast, that's gonna just be a straight up stoner looking warehouse. Like it's gonna have all the fucking pot stuff in the background and the table. Well, everything that's involved, all three studios or table will obviously have the proper podcast table. And then everybody else, when you have your private setups or your own running your own time, then you can do whatever.
Yo, Jimmy, you know what I was just thinking of?
Huh.
The team on Rust. We have a team on Rust, all of us together, right?
Yep.
Have one or both of one person out of the team have a set of tables inside the building or outside on a roof or something. We all get together and just bullshit.
See, like, there's like a good comical sense to this. I'm not being 100% real on this, but it's kind of a funny idea. So, imagine like that crossover show. Instead of everybody getting into this room, blah blah blah. So, like, we'll all stand up, and cough break. And then we create a studio in the Rust servers, and then do like a podcast with our Rust characters.
Yo, I was just thinking the same thing.
See, that's the thing. Like, once the table blows up and it gets phenomenal views. Right now, summertime, it's probably. I'm going to be shocked to see that we get more than what I'm expecting like this whole week. I'm not expecting shit for the next 3 weeks. Who knows?
Where's the trolls?
My phone's dead. Sorry. No. Fucking. Oh yeah, but fucking. I gotta throw up that next clip real quick. I want. These aren't very long clips. I haven't got to the point of one. How did I fuck this up? Let's see. Do. Nope, I messed everything up. Damn it! How did I fuck it all up? All right, maybe I gotta just see duplicate blah blah blah. Oh, add scene header. Look at me go! All right, new screen, new scene. All right, now let me try to fix us back to being in the right setup. Why are we on that side now? That's not cool. All right, it works. Oh, wait. That's better. All right, now add the video. All right, I don't know why this says 9 seconds.
If water was beer and I was a duck, I'd swim my way down and drink my way up. But water ain't beer and I ain't a duck, so we're going to take this shot and get fucked up.
All right, let's see.
We call him JB McLovin.
All right, now let's go over here. This one. All right. When your kids have been bad all day, thing. So,
eating, right? Look who came and sat next to us.
Yeah, it's not anything.
When your kids have been bad all day, just take them out to eat.
And they're froze.
Now, before we continue, put your place in those kids' spot. You've been little pricks all day, and like you're pissed everybody off.
Right in here.
Your dad takes it at McDonald's, and then out of the blue, these two like freaky looking dudes are sitting there. You got Michael Myers, and I don't know who the other one is yet.
Find your water bottle.
What would you be doing in those kids' place? Would you be sitting
that looks like Scream.
I don't know. We'll see in a second. Hold on. Let's go. We'll go maximize this real quick. Look at that poor kid, man. Those kids are Look at that kid's face. The poor child. Yeah, that was talking about instant karma hitting at the right point. They're being little brats all day, and then you decide to take them out to calm them down, and you're met by known, well, televised serial killers, and it's like, and they're. That's what I call a fucking win. As a parent, I would call that a win. What are we at? 9:20. All right, let's we'll knock out the last two clips. I'm gonna get better clips up here. This is just a test run. Right. Now you want to see? All right, this one's for you, Eddie. I'm gonna play it a few times so you can enjoy this shit. The best wrestling bot of all time.
What the fuck?
No, I'll replay that for you one more time. So you can tell like it wasn't supposed to happen. He's supposed to go down, but he put way too much rotation. Let me go big so then you can see it a little bit better. Stop pausing.
He fucked up that move.
That's what I'm saying. He may have fucked it up, but that was the most fucking badass fucking botch ever. Like, even he was like, "Holy shit, did that just happen?"
Yeah, right. Yeah, it did.
I would have been like, "Oh shit!" All right, now the last one also a short clip, but this one's more of a puffin video.
That's what I did. Too much info.
Next safety meeting about honking in corners.
Boom.
Did you catch that shot?
I've done it.
I see that. I was like, well, when I was forklift certified, I weirdly always was worried that some idiot wouldn't be following protocol. I'd be going around, they'd be coming at me at bunny mode without horn, and we T-bone each other. And it's funny because when I was getting certified for forklift, my supervisor, she was telling me about how the electric pallet jack is extremely sensitive. And she's like, you must stand on it right and not lean or nothing. And I was like, what happens if I lean? She's like, well, she's like, instead of me asking a question, I said, I lived through it. She's like, I leaned with it. And as I was going around the corner, I flunked. And she's like, my ass hit the rabbit button. And I went flying the fuck off. So when she told me about that, and this is pre-arthritis, right as it started consuming, but I was still powerhousing. And every time I took a corner, I swear to God, I went as slow as I could, and I would piss people off if they were behind me. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to hit the rabbit and get ejected. Because at that point, imagine being 6'7" and cutting a corner and accidentally hitting that button. You know how funny it'd be seeing a fucking green bean doing a fucking somersault through the air? And I felt like not being the laughing stock of the week. But we had this one guy at the warehouse. Due to legal reasons, I will call him Jesus. And that was just one of his nicknames, so I'm not going to use real names because he was like stark fucking crazy. And like we made the joke that he'd be the one to show up to the place after being fired with some firearms in his hand. And he would laugh it off. And apparently one day, like after he got let go, he was trying to get in the building. Like, and nobody would let him use like the kill. Luckily, it took a key fob and they deactivated his key fob as soon as they fired him. And like the very next day, turned out he was only just coming to get a letter of recommendation, but he was that type. Like you look at him, you know that he's like the one that's going to be the one making headlines on the news. And I'm sitting there, I was like, man, I was like, thank God me and you were cool, Jesus. And then it was good because, like, I was a little bit nervous, I'm not going to lie, but we were cool. So I knew, like, he wasn't going to try to come after me. And I walk outdoors some break, and he's sitting at the picnic table smoking a cigarette. He's like, I got you a cigarette. So I just sat down and smoked with him until security showed up and escorted him off the property. And everybody looking at me like I'm a stark crazy person. I was like, I'm not crazy. I'm just smart. Because they just think if that person was there going mad and they were about to make some sort of wild move, you want to be on that good side because they tell you to get the fuck out of there. That gives you time to walk away and die. I mean, that place was, I gotta say, like, for it being, well, my second to last job before disability completely consumed me, I would have to say, ultimately, it was one of the best jobs because we got free wine, free champagne, but that was the way, like, when we worked for the exclusive clubs, and I used to drink a little bit more frequently back then, but I hate fucking wine, but some of the clubs would give you some like exclusive like champagnes that you cannot buy. So like they are very limited edition and very fucking tasty. And when they did the champagne, because we had a small team, we'd all get like 2 bottles of champagne. I was like, sweet. I was like, I'll keep one for me to drink and enjoy. And I was like, I'll sell the other one. Well, as soon as I popped the first champagne open, both bottles were gone that night. And I'm almost certain that's about the time Baby 2 was made. And Baby number 3 came off a very good smoke session. Eddie's gonna get back to New York, and then he's gonna be so traumatized by Florida that he's gonna be afraid to smoke weed in public.
He's gonna come back to New York and all the dispensaries are gonna close down, and he's gonna go with the Eagles.
It'll be the time for me to pack. If that happens, I swear I'm packing up and New York's going. I'll sell my properties and we'll rebuild in another state. Like, fuck that.
I would have to run too. I'm not gonna lie.
We made it to a point now that marijuana is so solid that it is more legal than it's ever been. And so we made it so far in the progression of legalization that eventually it's about to become completely Schedule 3. And then once it's Schedule 3, you could go in and buy it like you can Tylenol or a pack of cigarettes. Granted, I know Eddie's going to be all about that. He'll be buying a $20 pack of pre-rolls.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll be buying myself. If I can find a way of getting a fucking car, I'm fucking getting a car.
I don't know, Schedule 3 and then production is going to be so high it'll be like Canada. They're going to have so much weed they're not going to know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to end up happening, ultimately, you're going to be able to buy a pack of pre-rolls, like a pack of cigarettes, probably $10. And that's going to be the biggest campaign push. They're probably going to they will make it cheaper than cigarettes. Because alternatively, it's not a safe solution for your lungs and shit, but it's a safer solution than cigarettes.
Yeah.
New one made.
That is
That's like kidding me. I lost it though. It was already claimed. Your nephew stole this shit as soon as he seen it.
He's like, that's mine. Yeah.
I only use 3 colors in it, but there's like 5. I fucking love this thing.
So, what was that? Oh, I thought that was my camera. I thought my screen had a crack in it for a second there, but I realized it was the lighting. Oh man! After this show, I'm going to chow out. See, the kids wanted to get out and do stuff today, so I was like, all right. I was like, just got to eat dinner first. And then they had the kids, and then I just decided, I was like, all right, now we got to go, because I was like, you guys are going to probably want to be out for like 3 hours. So I was right, and I was like, I'll wait till tonight to eat my dinner. I was like, because I need to be back on time, and I walked through the door at exactly 8:30.
Yeah, and how long was I on before you popped up on?
I don't know. I didn't see. I
It
didn't show
was
you
probably
exactly.
on for like 2 hours. When it was like 2 minutes. He's just so high. He's like,
Now, Table of Conversation is going to host a multi-platform event at some point. I'm hoping this year because I really want to do it, and I want it to. Hopefully, the money's rolling decently, and I want to do an award show. So we're going to take over all these other bullshit shows, and we're going to host for first an annual Table of Conversation award ceremony, and there's going to be categories for people on YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok. And everybody's already earned their awards for the show. Like Eddie, he'll get the award for something along the line of sitting in the lobby the longest. Puffin. Then like next year's awards change up, and then they actually become competitive, which makes it more fun. But like Puffin, he's gonna get the most stoned award. Joe, he's like since me and him's been at it going on a year now. He gets the host award. I get nothing because I'm the giver outer. Farm Boy will get the rookie award, and then we got the guest awards.
Yes, you are gonna get one because you're gonna yours is gonna be called the longest owner of the show.
I'll call it the creator of the year.
What's this? Nah.
I don't know. Creating and hosting the award show. Like, if I give myself an award, it's gonna be some stupid bullshit that I don't even present online. It's just gonna be something
what you'll do is you'll announce the winners of the surprises of what you called out. But somebody else, someone else like me or Jesse or somebody can turn around and give you one right back to you from somebody else. That is.
Now there's going to be one award presented. I want no part of this. Because I was the one that got to live it hands on. But Puffin has experienced them, and Joe has experienced them. So I want them to like duo present the award. And the award, it's going on a TikTok show for the most belligerent guest.
Shit. Oh shit.
And right now, there's a few of them. I just got to find their names so I can make it happen. We got the drunken firefighter. And then we got the rock collector, we'll call her. I still can't get over that. Like, I can't believe she was smoking rocks in the live. Like, what?
Yeah, that's insane.
And then we had one guy that literally, he was definitely cocked. Like, and then somebody said something, and he went off. He's like, "I'm calling the FBI, and I'm turning you all in." And he went on like a whole 10-minute rant. And then we got the guy that likes to make love to mayonnaise.
Eddie.
Why?
Like, TikTok has been the place of the most wild shit. Like, once I get a new computer, I might do TikTok lives that way because I might be able to maneuver in, and then it's gonna be just like this. So I'll put the live up on YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, Facebook, and even fucking, because I think it's 5 for the first upgrade. So if it's 5, and then it'd be Kick. So then we'd have all that, and then we just have the comments will probably get very fierce. So you're going to be answering 5 channels worth of comments all at once, and that's where the real training comes in. Even I'm not prepared for that. I was having a tough time on TikTok when I was getting like massive viewership where the numbers not as good as Joe's when his shit had that peak night. But fucking, I was hitting like pretty solid numbers, consistent and high. I think his number was something like 2,000 or something, or it was close to that, or 1,000, something like that. Because I think mine was like a couple hundred. I'm like, hell yeah! And then I got amped because like seeing Joe's like skyrocketing, all because you want to know what happened. We were in there just messing with Joe because that's kind of our thing. Like if we're in the comments, we would be messing around. Like Joe would be focusing on Fortnite, and we'd just be throwing random shit out there, just like trying to mess with him through his gaming. And we started doing 6-7 in chat, and then all of a sudden it skyrocketed. So like whatever it was 6-7. Every time we 6-7, his live would spike in viewership. Damn, I got a really long beard here, and it's starting to aggravate the shit out of me.
Is it worse than Eddie?
It tries to go in my mouth. I think I ever pulled it out. That thing was long.
Dirtier than Eddie. Yeah. The nose.
I'm just like sitting here yanking massively long hairs, even though that's going to destroy like 90% of my beard, and I'm going to be patchy. Then you could. Apparently tonight, opening night of the everybody already hears me say it. So the opening night of the Cobra Skill Fair didn't sound too exciting. I told the boys, I was like, if you guys want to hustle and really want to play a dirty game, I was like, set up around 11 o'clock all week and run until you're sold out. I was like, I guarantee you will sell out faster than you think, because I was like, the traffic through this town is so insane. The cops might come up and have to say something about the traffic. Or the cops might just come up and set up a traffic setup for people that are coming to buy lemonade.
They probably would.
See, this is
if they know whose kids is out there doing it, they would.
Oh, they definitely do. The cops, I've actually gotten good because, like, the cops, I like, granted, if I broke the law, they'd have to treat me as is, but as a citizen, I am a well-respected citizen amongst the police department and shit, because I went head-to-head with the previous mayor and fought for their jobs.
Yeah.
And I did, and I gotta say, like, the respect changed hands, because when I was a kid, I was a little douchebag. I was the asshole of the crowd. Like I was the worst. They busted me for several things. I've been busted for pot. I've been busted for stupid shit I'm not going to talk about on live. But they weren't such assholes to me. I got the worst lecture of my life. Like, actually, I can't even say the worst. Like, back then it was, but like it all came together, and then like 20 years later, I'm defending their jobs. And they all had a high level of appreciation. Those that are still there from when I was a kid, they said they would never expect the person that they arrested almost on a daily basis would be the person fighting for their job.
Jesus.
But when they arrested me, they'd usually like lecture me, let me go. And only one time, because I was smoking pot in the fire department parking lot when it was illegal. And somebody within the fire department called the cops, snitched us out, and the cops roll up. The car is clam baked. They knock on the window, and I'm telling my friend, I'm like, bro, I was like, don't roll down the window. They need a warrant. I was like, they can't do nothing. I was like, by the time they get a warrant, the smoke will be clear. So what does they do?
He opens up the window.
He opens up the window, and these two cops get clouded out so fucking bad. And then the cops lean down, the big ass mouth saying, "It's like, so where's the weed at tonight, boys?" And I was like, "We smoked it all." Me, I'm witty, I'm quick, so I'm sitting there. It's like, "Where's the weed at?" And I'm like, "We smoked it all." I was like, "Oh, what'd you smoke out?" I was like, we smoked blunts." He's like, "Oh, well, then where are the roaches?" I was like, "That's the best part. You eat them bitches." So they made us get out, no handcuffs, nothing. 3 of us sitting there. And me and the guy that was sitting in the front, we said we stayed hard to that story. We did not break. They ripped his mother's car to shit. They had the seats laying in the parking lot, like the back seat laying in the fucking parking lot. No joke. Then the kid in the back seat got scared and snitched me the fuck out.
Oh shit!
And he told the cops I had, like, they patted me down and everything. I just got such an amazing arch in my foot that when they said, like, we're pressing the side of my boots and everything, the bowl fit right under my foot so perfect.
Oh shit!
So all they found were empty gram bags, back then called dime bags, but now you can't say that because it's a different world. And
No, the guns and stuff are still all golden with the weed world. They haven't lost that position. You can't call marijuana dope no more because that's not the case anymore.
as I say, like, now you ask for a dime and somebody like Coca-Cola.
You want some of that purple thunder?
So fucking anyway, they like yet again. I'm gonna make a different name so that I'll say Eddie said that you have the bowl on you. I was like, you searched me. I was like, you patted me down and everything. I was like, hey, you didn't find it. He's like, well, we're gonna call in the strip van. I reached down in my boot and I pulled out the bowl, and they look at me dumbfounded. And I was sitting there when I got the court. The judge was awesome because, like, it's the same judge. You remember when I was living up? Well, you weren't around at the time. You were in Grand Gorge. But when I was on Elm Street and the story circulated about me throwing the eggs and I broke the judge's window.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I ended up having to work off the window. So I got to know him on a personal level. And when I got the marijuana charge, well, I got paraphernalia for empty or for the bowl. And then I got attempted possession for empty dime bags. And I get to court. I walk in. The judge walks in. We lock eyes, and he's like, he gives me that really look, and I'm like, oh shit. But because I worked for the judge and I worked beyond what the window was worth, and continued to help him through the fall and winter, he's like, all right, you're not no threat to the community. Blah 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 blah. He's like 6 months unconditional. So no supervised probation. I made it through. Didn't get in trouble again. And then came the spark. We'll say spark because you know who that is. The one that made my life hell for a while.
Yo.
And it's funny, that's exactly what he runs by for a nickname. So it works out perfect. I just like now that he knows I'm still circulating, I have a feeling this dude's gonna do like he did 20 years ago. But I have one really huge advantage 20 years later. I can't do none of that shit because my cripple ass can't make it that distance on foot. I just pray to God that he never finds our show because I'll instant ban him. Like, you died, you're out of here. I didn't even know Sparks was in my unfiltered groups.
Damn.
And then when he started popping off, I'm like, oh, that's like, congratulations. That's like, you tried to be anonymous, but I own the group and I see who the anonymous participants are. And I'm like, banned. And that's when they started like trying to press me on other pages. I was like, do you not know who you're talking about? I was like, I'm one of the only people up here in this area that carries a redneck of Long Island accent. You know my face, you height, but apparently you don't know my fucking name. Because they're just like slinging my name around, and we'll just change names again for other purposes. We'll call him, it rhymes close, Charlie. I ain't had shit to say online since he decided to come up to my page and disrespect me on my page, and I'm sitting there. I was like, look, I was like, you're up here. I was like, you're gonna gun at me on this shit. I was like, when you got arrested, people are throwing shit up on you, and I deleted it and told them that they had to not post it on my group page because it's in the rules. I was like, but that's all good then. You were protected, and now all of a sudden you're trying to be the aggressor. I'm sorry. I was like, but don't come at me. I said, because if we're gonna have a repeat when we were 15 and you were on the ground sleeping. I still say I felt bad though that day. We were slap boxing and I knocked him out on the fairgrounds.
Oh, he is a pig.
He's not existent around the area anymore, so I could say his name. Our friend Joey. He just stood there in shock. He's like, I think you killed him. And then he just started snoring and he just like splashed his face of water and he was good. Sure, he had a headache for the rest of the day. See, Eddie, let me tell you what, we lived a wild fucking childhood. The reason why I'm disabled is probably the way I lived. You're muted, by the way. 6 lashes. I haven't even seen you smoke a thing in this entire life.
Ha ha! I've been taking.
Oh wait, that's right. I did see you take the hit when you had to mute yourself. Yeah. Never mind. I'm just a stone, and I'm like, oh yeah.
I can just easily do this.
Yeah, because you're talking, and I notice every time that I cough when you're trying to talk,
I sarcastically throw out the humor saying cough break.
So I was like, let me just fucking mute myself.
I know our viewers have been locked weirdly. It's been the same thing for a whole fucking 45 minutes, saying one view for YouTube, which I know that's a lie because Rumble has been consistently moving for the last 2 weeks, but we're not getting no showing on Rumble. Like it showed 2 on YouTube, I'll have to start 1 on Rumble. I know it's a crock of shit because every time any show launches, there's 5 viewers on Rumble. I was like, since when me and Joe reached, I think springtime, our average start off was 5 viewers before the live even went. When it was like saying show coming, it's getting ready soon or whatever it is, we had 3 to 5 people waiting. So I know they're full of shit. I try to check it, but we don't have, for some reason, Restream doesn't seem to be putting it out there. Like it just goes live. No, or maybe it does for 15 seconds say live starting soon. Well, like when me and Joe do it, like because we use Rumble Studio, so as soon as he enters this Rumble Studio, it does all that. I kind of want to look into Rumble Studio. I'm gonna check that out a little bit. I'll test it out like the lunch shows on Rumble Studio and see how it goes there. I'm not sure if it's still Joe and viewing us on you. If Joe's still viewing us on YouTube, or if anybody or who's viewing us, whoever our viewer is, just say hi. Has the holy stutters, man? Am I dying with the stutters tonight? Just say hi to Eddie. Eddie wants to troll. If whoever's viewing wants to troll Eddie, give him your best shot. Yeah, look at that dirty girl.
That's the crown again. I gotta tie it down.
Damn.
I mean, all the branches are still alive. That one broke. That one literally snapped. A few though hangers. And then this one is booming. My skunk. And then Blueberry Diesel just stays outside.
Holy crap, that was bad. Oh, now just do all the thing off. You want to do an end restart since I lost connection, so then this way it'll kind of hopefully pull the viewers back because I straighten the viewer lookout.
What happened?
I had an internet buffer now. It's not showing any of the views. Hold on, everybody who is viewing, give us 1 minute and we'll be right back up. I'm just going to end stream, so it's going to be like 10